Hi guys, and welcome to the second season of Thunderstorms called Downpour. As always, this series is written by Stacey Holt. Artwork was approved by Sisaat or Sisaat on Tumblr. I'll leave their link in the description box below, along with everyone that is collaborating within the series. Also, this is also a collaborative series. The voices in the series are not only me, but my friends as well. Adrian and Cat Noir will be voiced by Shane. I will be voicing Marinette. Adrian's on Amalie, though that might change in the future. Sabine and the narrator. Maddie's going to be voicing Tikki and Rose. Keaton's going to be voicing Luka. Suprey's going to be voicing a reporter and officer as well as a beach jock. Easton will be voicing Plag, Alia, Kagami, Julika, and Natalie. Chloe and Adrian's mother Emelie will be voiced by Anna. Scott will be voicing Kim. Brad will be voicing Tom. Calvin will be voicing Nino and Hawkmoth. Nick will be voicing Felix and another reporter. Freeze is going to be voicing Marc and Wayz. Iris will be voicing Sabrina. Stormy333 will be voicing Mylene. Nathaniel will be voiced by Dylan. Ivan and Master Fu will be voiced by Christian. Lila will be voiced by TheJuicyStuff, and Leah will be voicing Miss Bustier. Now, Chapter 6, The Talk.
Cat Blanc? Who is that? Is that me?
He asked. I went to the future with Bunnix, and I had to purify you. You got akumatized. You and I were like how we are now. You knew I was Ladybug. I don't know what happened. You destroyed the entire world, Cat Noir, she said, another tear falling down her cheek. Cat Noir frowned and put his hand on her cheek and wiped her tears away with his thumb and pulled her into a hug to comfort her.
I won't let that happen. Princess, I promise,
he said as he caressed her.
Tell me what happened,
he said, feeling her wrap her arms around him. What all has she had to deal with as Ladybug that he hadn't known? She had to purify him? He destroyed the entire world? Why? What happened? If he was akumatized, that means they must have had to fight. She told him everything that happened and how she fixed everything back to normal. How she had to fight him as well as saw herself and Hawkmoth underwater dead. How she touched the face of her future self and it rotted away. He had killed her. Every word that Marinette spoke seemed like it shattered Cat Noir's heart. He understood how Marinette felt now, how scary it can be, and why she wanted to keep their relationship a secret.
The decision is yours, but I won't let that happen. I promise. I wouldn't let anything happen to you. I would take any hit for you, m'lady.
He smiled, resting his head on top of hers, feeling her arms tighten around him. Marinette sat up and wiped her tears and smiled at him, seeing his green eyes looking into hers, a little surprised. She wrapped her hands around his neck, her fingers intertwined in his blonde curls. She closed her eyes and a slight blush spread across her cheeks as she leaned toward him. Cat Noir's ears flicked and he felt her shift toward him and felt the soft brush of lips against his and closed his eyes, feeling her fingers in his hair. He wrapped his arms around her waist and felt his heart beat faster. He felt her grin through the kiss and grinned back as he pulled away.
What's so funny?
He opened his eyes slightly, seeing her face red. Nothing. I guess we will see what your dad says first. Then we will decide what to do next, she said, laughing, covering her face with her hands. Just as he was getting ready to uncover her face and go in for another kiss, they heard a knock at the door. Their eyes darted and Marinette jumped off of the bed and ran over to the couch to avoid a conversation of, "Why are you on the bed with Adrian?" She heard Adrian whisper claws in and fix his hair and clothes and quietly unclick the lock on the door. He opened the door and there stood Natalie. She glanced inside and saw Marinette standing near the couch and Adrian with the computer on and homework pulled out on the side of the computer, as if they were doing some homework.
Is anything wrong, Natalie?
Adrian asked.
Dinner should be ready in 5 minutes, Adrian,
Natalie said emotionless, turning and leaving. Adrian sighed and closed the door, turning and laughing as Marinette sighed a breath of relief. Adrian walked over and hugged Marinette, catching her off guard and causing her to blush once again.
Oh, oops. Forgot you're not used to me as Adrian.
He laughed. That comment must have made Marinette feel slightly uncomfortable because she sat down on the couch and went quiet.
What's the matter?
He asked. Do I make you upset because I'm not comfortable around you as yourself? She asked, a little hesitant with her words.
I understand how you feel. I'm the same way with your alter ego and my civilian self.
He blushed. Oh, she said, a little surprised. So you're saying I can have some payback? She smirked. They both laughed and the tense air between them lifted.
Would you like to go eat some dinner with me and my father, Bugaboo?
He smiled, giving her his hand. I suppose. Try not to use those nicknames or cat puns, cat boy. They're clawful. She rolled her eyes.
Aww, I would say they're perfect.
He winked. They both left his bedroom and walked into the dining room. He pushed her seat in for her like a gentleman, and they waited for his father to attend. The chef in their house took their drink order and their meal order, and they sat beside one another. Though they didn't mind waiting, it was like they were on another date. When they heard a door open and the shoes drawing closer, there was no denying who it was about to walk inside the room and sit down. Thank you so much for watching. The next chapter will be out soon. If you haven't already, you can go check out my other series such as The Butterfly That Brought Us Together, A Monstrous Night, Melting, the original Thunderstorms, or you can check out my Christmas special that just came out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!